Okay, buckle up, friends. I'm thrilled you're here, ready to embark on a journey with Do Not Fear Change, Master It, the timeless parable for success in life. I'm writing this not just as a motivational author, but as someone who's seen firsthand how powerfully embracing change can transform lives. We've all been there, right? Stuck in a rut, terrified of the unknown, clinging to what's familiar even when it's no longer serving us. We see the world shifting, opportunities fading, and we freeze. This book is your antidote to that fear. Do Not Fear Change, Master It is a simple story, but within its pages lies a profound truth. It's a parable, a short and sweet fictional tale designed to illustrate a universal principle. That change is inevitable, and our ability to adapt to it is the key to our happiness and success. You'll meet relatable characters, each facing a common dilemma, navigating a world that's constantly in flux, from job loss and relationship shifts to personal growth and unexpected challenges. You will see yourself in them, struggling with your own comfort zones and hesitations about the future. This isn't a textbook filled with complicated theories. It's a friendly guide, a comforting voice reminding you that you're stronger than you think and more capable than you believe. Through the experiences of our characters, you'll discover a practical framework for understanding change, developing resilience, and proactively shaping your own destiny in an ever-evolving world. Now, what will you gain from reading this book? Firstly, you will know to identify and understand your own personal reactions to change. Are you a resistor, a reactor, or someone who embraces new possibilities? Secondly, you will learn to develop a positive mindset, transforming fear into excitement and uncertainty into opportunity. Thirdly, you could implement practical strategies for navigating change effectively, setting realistic goals, and building a supportive network. Fourthly, you will foster a growth mindset, continuously learning, adapting, and reinventing yourself to thrive in any circumstances. Finally, you gain inspiration to take control of your life, becoming the architect of your own future rather than a victim of circumstance. Ultimately, Do Not Fear Change, Master It is about empowerment. It's about recognizing your inner strength, embracing the unknown, and transforming change from a threat into your greatest advantage. Get ready to unlock your potential, overcome your fears, and create a life filled with purpose, passion, and lasting fulfillment. I am so excited to have you go on this life-changing journey. Let's dive in. All right, champions, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey about embracing change, about not just surviving but thriving in a world that's constantly in motion. Chapter 1, The Crossroads of Comfort, a story begins. Imagine this: two best friends, Leo and Maya, working at Innovate Solutions, feeling as cozy as bugs in a rug. Leo, the project manager, loved his predictable schedule. Every report, every meeting, every PowerPoint, known and comfortable. Maya, a brilliant designer, enjoyed expressing her creativity within the familiar brand guidelines. They were a dynamic duo, a well-oiled machine, churning out results, secure and satisfied. Another Tuesday, just like the last 100, Leo would joke, grabbing his usual coffee. Maya, sketching away at her desk, would nod in agreement. Life was good. But hey, guess what, champions? Life rarely stays still. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, bam, here comes a curveball. One sunny Monday morning, a bombshell dropped. Innovate Solutions was being acquired. Boom! An email, an all-hands meeting, the news echoing through the office like a thunderclap. A larger corporation, Global Dynamics, was taking over. Initially, there was excitement, whispers of opportunity. Then came the real news. A major restructuring was on the horizon. Departments were being reshuffled. Roles were being redefined. The cozy little world that Leo and Maya had built was about to be turned upside down. Suddenly, all those comfortable routines felt less like security and more like a trap. Leo felt a knot forming in his stomach. Change? Restructuring? That sounded like disruption, chaos, extra work, things he preferred to be doing in other ways. Maya, though initially surprised, felt a flicker of something else, a spark, a potential for growth, a chance to learn something new. This, my friends, is where our story truly begins. We find our heroes standing at the crossroads of comfort. One path, the familiar one, leads to resistance, to clinging to the past. The other, untrodden and uncertain, leads to growth, to opportunity, to a new and possibly brighter future. Which path will they choose? Stay tuned, because their choices will resonate with every one of us. This is not just their story. It's your story and my story too. Let's dive into this exciting journey. All right, champions. Let's dive into why we humans are sometimes like stubborn mules when it comes to change. This is your boy, the motivational maestro, here to tell you it's okay. It's normal. But staying stuck? Not okay. Chapter 2. The Familiar Path, Why We Resist Change. Listen, picture this, your favorite comfy couch, your favorite pizza place, that old reliable route you take to work every single day. Feels good, right? Safe, predictable. That's the familiar path. And our brains love predictable. It's like a vacation for your brain cells. But here's the thing. Life isn't a vacation. It's a roller coaster. And roller coasters have twists, turns, dips, and huge uphill climbs. And those climbs, those are change. So why do we resist it so darn much? It all boils down to fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of failure. Fear of leaving that comfy couch. Think about it. Trying a new food. Suddenly your taste buds are in DEFCON 1. What is this thing? Is it safe? I want my chicken nuggets. Right? Same idea. Our brains are wired to protect us. And what's unknown feels like a threat. Driving a new route to work. Suddenly every turn feels like a gamble. Is this the right way? Am I going to be late? Should I have just stuck to the old way? This uncertainty drains your energy, making you feel anxious and stressed. We create these habits, these routines, and these mental maps of our lives because they give us a sense of control. Change threatens that control. It throws us off balance, and nobody likes feeling off balance. It feels like you are losing your grip because, in a way, you are on your old familiar path. This resistance isn't a weakness. It's a survival instinct. But in today's world, where things are constantly evolving, constantly shifting, constantly changing, clinging too tightly to the familiar path is like trying to steer a spaceship with a horse and buggy whip. It just won't work. We got to learn to embrace the uncertainty, to see change as an opportunity for growth, for learning, for becoming the best version of ourselves. Because listen to me, champions, on the other side of that fear, on the other side of that resistance, lies incredible potential. Are you ready to unlock your potential? Then let's keep moving forward. Okay, get ready to rumble, champions. It's your motivational guru here, ready to inject some serious get up and go into your life. Let's dive into Chapter 3 of our brand new book. Chapter 3, The Whispers of Uncertainty, Recognizing the Signs. Hey there, you magnificent human being. Let's get one thing straight. Change is inevitable. But here's the secret sauce. You don't have to be blindsided by it. You can learn to listen to the whispers of uncertainty before they turn into full-blown, deafening roars. Ever felt a nagging feeling that something's off? A sense that the ground beneath you isn't quite as solid as it used to be? Those, my friend, are the whispers. Think of it like this. Imagine a delicious cake. The aroma, the beautiful color. It looks good, and you like that cake very much. Imagine you love the cake so much, and you can't live without the cake. What happened when the cake is getting worse? Maybe at work, you are not getting along with some colleagues, or the company policy just doesn't sit right anymore. Or you just feel that you don't want to work anymore, but you do like the regular income, and you start feel the pain. That's the whisper. Or, in your personal life, it could be a slow drift apart from a friend, a recurring argument with someone you love. All these are the whisper. These are the subtle cues that things are shifting, evolving, changing. Ignoring them is like hitting the snooze button on your life's alarm clock. So how do you become a master listener? Start paying attention. Notice those small changes in your environment, your relationships, and, most importantly, yourself. Are you less enthusiastic about your work? More irritable than usual? Are those creative ideas you had or keep blocked? It just feels like you're eating a cake that tastes bad. Here's a cheat sheet of common whispers. Decreased enthusiasm. A noticeable drop in your passion for something you used to love. Just like the cake, no longer tastes the same. Increased irritability. A short fuse, snapping at others easily. It feels like a burning in your throat when you swallow the cake. Stagnation. Feeling stuck, like you're not growing or learning. You know the cake or bad cake, but you are too worried to change. Intuitive nudges. A gut feeling that something needs to change, even if you can't quite articulate why. You intuitively know that the cake are worst, day after day. Environmental shifts, changes in your industry, company, or social circle that feel unsettling. You notice the cake are getting worse, turning colors and smells different. Listen to these whispers, champion. Because when you do, you're empowered to take proactive steps, to steer your ship instead of being tossed around by the waves. Remember those whispers and don't think it is just an ordinary thing. Those are important signs for us to prepare for the future. Now go out there and become a whisper-detecting ninja. You've got this. All right, folks, buckle up, because we're diving deep into the messy, uncomfortable, and oh-so-human world of denial and delay. We're talking about Chapter 4, Leo's Choice. Leo, good guy, hard worker, loved his routine at the company. But suddenly, bam, acquisition. Megacorp swallows his little fish of a workplace. Now, Maya, our other protagonist, she was already sharpening her skills, exploring new departments, and connecting with the new management. Leo? He was stuck in the mud. Imagine Leo at the water cooler. This is just a phase, he'd mutter to anyone who'd listen. They always say acquisitions will be different, but it'll all go back to normal soon enough. They need us. We're the heart and soul of this place. He avoided meetings about the transition, skipped the new training sessions, and spent most of his time griping with friends about how things used to be. Every change felt like a personal attack. He'd say, "I've been doing things this way for 15 years. Why should I change now?" His desk became a monument to the past. Old reports, outdated software manuals, a picture of the company's softball team from 5 years ago frozen in time. This, my friends, is the dangerous comfort zone of denial. Leo was clinging to the past like a life raft. He desperately wanted things to stay the same, even though all the signs pointed to a very different future. He chose to believe only what he wanted to believe, filtering out any information that challenged his narrative of normalcy. And the consequences, they were brewing. Opportunities to learn new systems passed him by. His skills became increasingly irrelevant. The new management didn't see him as a proactive team player, but as resistant. Every day he prolonged his denial, the more he set back. Leo's story isn't about being a bad person, but about demonstrating how fear can paralyze even the best of us. He delayed taking action, hoping the storm would pass and things would magically revert to their former state. By sitting idle, Leo handed over control of his future to the very change he was resisting. All right, champions, let's dive headfirst into the invigorating world of change. Get ready, because in this chapter, we're not just talking about change, we're living it. Chapter 5, Maya's Leap, Embracing the Unknown. While Leo was stuck in denial, whining about the missing deliveries, Maya saw something completely different. Where Leo saw a problem, Maya saw a playground of possibilities. She recognized the uncertainty for what it truly was, a doorway to undiscovered potential. Remember, a closed mouth never gets fed. Think about it. Those missing deliveries, the shifted routes. It wasn't the end of the world. It was a wake-up call. A giant neon sign screaming, "Hey, time to level up!" Instead of dwelling on what was, Maya immediately started brainstorming. She asked herself, okay, what can I do? What new skills can I learn? Where can I find new opportunities buried in this chaos? See, Maya understood a fundamental truth. Change isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. While Leo was complaining, Maya was researching alternate delivery methods, studying updated mapping software, and even chatting with other departments to explore unexpected partnerships. She was actively shaping her future, not being shaped by it. She understood that even though she couldn't control what happened, she absolutely controlled how she reacted. Remember the words of the greats, action is the fundamental key to success. This, my friends, is the power of a positive mindset and proactive action. It's about choosing to see the glass half full or overflowing, even when everything feels like it's crashing down around you. Maya's leap wasn't about recklessness. It was about calculated courage. It was about acknowledging the fear, the uncertainty, but choosing to move through it, not being paralyzed by it. She knew there would be challenges. She knew she might stumble. But she also knew that every step forward, even a wobbly one, was a victory. Every new skill learned, every obstacle overcome, made her stronger, more resilient, and more valuable. And that, my friends, is what embracing the unknown is all about. It's not about eliminating fear. It's about harnessing its energy to propel you forward. It's about transforming a threat into an opportunity, a problem into a solution. So are you ready to take your leap? All right, champions. Let's dive into Chapter 6, The Map of Change, Identifying Your Navigational Tools. You've finally accepted that change is inevitable, and that's huge. Now, the question is, how do you steer through it, instead of just being tossed around like a small boat in a storm? What tools do you have at your disposal? Well, I'm here to tell you, you are more equipped than you think. Think of change like exploring a new city. Do you just wander aimlessly, hoping for the best? No, you need a map, and your map for change has 3 key sections. 1. The Strengths Compass. What are you good at? Really good at? What makes you feel alive and powerful? Write them down. Maybe you're a fantastic communicator. Maybe you're brilliant at problem solving. Maybe you're incredibly resilient. These are your strengths, and they're your compass. In times of change, they point you towards success because they are the foundation of building something you want. Lean on them. Use them. These are part of your treasure. Know it. 2. The Support Network Archipelago. You are not an island. Stop trying to be. Build your archipelago, a network of people who support you, believe in you, and offer honest advice. This isn't just about having friends. It's about cultivating meaningful connections with people who have diverse skills and perspectives. Who can you call when you're feeling lost or uncertain? Who can give you honest feedback? Nurture these relationships. This is your emotional anchor. 3. The Vision Beacon. Where do you want to go? What does your ideal future look like? Don't be vague. Get specific. The clearer your vision, the brighter your beacon, the easier it is to navigate through the fog of change. This isn't about predicting the future. It's about setting a direction and allowing yourself to be steered toward it. Your vision is the fuel that keeps you going, so feed it well. Dream big. Remember, this map isn't static. It's a living document that you update and refine as you go. Your strengths will evolve, your network will expand, and your vision will become clearer. The key is to be intentional and proactive. Identify your tools, learn how to use them, and never stop exploring. Now go make your map. All right, champions, buckle up because we're about to unlock a superpower. It's the power of perception. Now stick with me, because this isn't some airy-fairy concept. This is about directly taking control of your experience of change. Think of it like this. You're wearing sunglasses. If they're dark, everything looks dark, right? Even if the sun is blazing. Change can feel the same way. If you view it through the I'm losing something lens, it's going to feel awful. But what if you could swap those dark lenses for a pair that makes the sun shine brighter than ever before? That's reframing. It's consciously choosing to view a situation from a different angle. Remember Leo, who was stuck in denial? He saw the restaurant closing as a personal failure, a sign that he wasn't good enough. That's a dark lens, right? He was hyper-focused on what he lost. Now imagine if Leo had thought, okay, this is tough, but maybe this is a chance to finally learn how to manage money properly. Or maybe I can apply my cooking skills in a catering company and work regular hours for once. Bang! Different lens, different possibilities. Maya, on the other hand, when her project got canceled, could have crumbled. She could have thought, my ideas aren't valued, but she didn't. She said, okay, this is unexpected. But what creative ways can I apply those ideas in a different project, for a different team? Here's the secret. Change itself isn't inherently good or bad. It's neutral. It's your perception that adds the flavor. Is it a bitter pill or an energizing smoothie? You decide. Example is everything. Suppose you lose your job, a negative frame, I'm a failure, no one will hire me. A positive reframe. This is an opportunity to explore new career paths I never considered. Time to level up. Action step. Right now, think of a change you're currently facing that feels icky. Write it down. Now, force yourself to list 3 possible positive outcomes of that change. It might be tough, but dig deep. That, my friend, is the magic of reframing in action. You are actively crafting a brighter future. The world is constantly spinning, and so is the lens through which you view it. With a little practice, you will be able to master the power of perception and become a master of change. It isn't always easy, but trust me, every bit of effort will be worth it. Chapter 8. The Cycle of Adaptation, Learning to Thrive. All right, champions, listen up. We've talked about facing change, recognizing it, even tentatively embracing it. But simply embracing is not enough. We want to thrive. And thriving doesn't happen overnight. That's where understanding the cycle of adaptation comes in. Think of it like this. You're planting a seed. You don't yell at it to sprout immediately, do you? No, you nurture it. You understand it needs time, water, and sunlight. Adapting to change is the same. Imagine a company merging with another. Boom. Big change. Most people go through predictable stages. 1. Shock and denial. This isn't happening. It can't be. This is normal, like a deer caught in headlights. But don't stay here. 2. Anger and frustration. This is unfair. Why us? I hate this. Again, understandable. Vent appropriately, then move on. Don't let anger fester. 3. Bargaining. Maybe if I work harder, they'll reconsider. Maybe if I do this, things will go back to normal. Stop wishing for the old days. Focus on the now. 4. Depression and discouragement. What's the point? Nothing will ever be the same. The toughest one. Seek support. You've got this. 5. Acceptance and experimentation. Okay, this is happening. What can I do? Let's see. A huge turning point. Time to explore. 6. Integration and thriving. This is the new normal, and I'm finding ways to excel. I can even see some benefits. You made it. You didn't just adapt, you thrived. Now, how do we speed things up and avoid pitfalls? Here are a few powerful tools. Acknowledge your feelings. Don't bottle them up. Talk to someone. Write them down. Just get them out. Focus on what you can control. You can't control the merger, but you can control your attitude, your skills, and your effort. Seek information. The unknown is scary. The more you know, the less daunting the change will feel. Ask questions. Find the opportunity. Every change, even negative ones, presents an opportunity. What new skills can you learn? What new connections can you make? Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your progress. Give yourself credit for every step forward. Remember, thriving isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about developing the resilience to bounce back, learn, and grow stronger. It is about realizing that every single change in your life brings you an opportunity to become a better version of who you are. This isn't just about surviving. This is about dominating change. Now go out there and thrive. All right, champions. Buckle up, because we're about to dive into a huge concept, the ripple effect. Chapter 9. The ripple effect. How your response impacts others. Think of a calm lake. You toss a pebble in. What happens? Ripples, right? They spread outwards, touching everything on the surface. Your reaction to change is that pebble. And the lake? That's your family, your friends, your workplace, your community, your life. If you react with fear and negativity, guess what? Those negative ripples are going out. Your anxiety becomes their anxiety. Your complaints become their doubts. Remember Leo? Stuck in denial? Imagine him at home after work, grumbling about the changes at his company. How do you think that impacts his family? Does it create a positive, supportive environment? No way! It creates tension, worry, and resentment. On the flip side, think about Maya. She embraced change, saw opportunity. Her enthusiasm is contagious. She comes home after work excited. She shares her stories of adapting and learning. Her positivity doesn't just help her. It inspires her loved ones, uplifting, giving them hope, encouraging them to view their own challenges differently. That's the power of a positive ripple effect. Consider a team project. If one person is constantly complaining about the new software, the whole team's morale plummets. Productivity drops. But if someone embraces the challenge, sees the potential, and offers enthusiastic support, the whole team rises to the occasion. It's not just about individual success. It's about collective achievement fueled by a positive attitude you chose to cultivate. Remember, your energy is contagious, your attitude is infectious. Choose wisely. Choose to be the pebble that creates positive ripples, inspiring and uplifting everyone around you. You have the power to shape your environment, to create a wave of positive change, starting with yourself. All right, champions, let's dive into Chapter 10, Leo's Awakening, A Second Chance. Leo had been watching Maya, not in a creepy way, but with a profound sense of regret. He'd clung to the familiar, to the old way, and look where it got him. He saw Maya thriving, radiating a confidence he hadn't seen in her before. Meanwhile, Leo felt like a wilted plant, desperate for water. The grumbling had stopped. Not because things were better, but because everyone had just accepted the new normal of less resources and more struggle. Leo started really listening to Maya. She wasn't just blindly accepting things, she was learning things. She was testing new grounds and finding solutions. One day she offered him her hand. "Leo," she said, her eyes genuine, "it's not too late. This new thing, it's not disappearing. But that's okay. We can learn to work with it, not against it. I had to learn everything from the scratch, but it's never too late. Learn something new." Something clicked in Leo. He saw his stubbornness for what it was. Fear masquerading as loyalty. Fear of the unknown. Fear of failure. Fear of looking foolish. But which was more foolish? Trying to adapt and possibly stumbling, or staying stuck and definitely failing? He took a deep breath. He would choose to change his path. "I have to catch up," he said, finally admitting out loud. That wasn't the sound of defeat, it was the sound of awakening. He wasn't going to be perfect. He would make mistakes. But he was going to try. It's time. Your time. If you were where Leo used to be, remember this. The past is prologue, not a prison. Dust yourself off, learn from your experiences, and take that first step. Believe in your ability to learn and adapt to thrive. Okay, friend. Get ready to unlock your inner superhero. We're diving deep into Chapter 11, The Toolkit of Resilience, Building Inner Strength. I'm practically bouncing off the walls with excitement to share these secrets with you. You know, life throws curveballs. It's inevitable. But what is in your control is how you react. Resilience isn't about avoiding bumps in the road. It's about having the tools to climb back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving. Think of it like this. You're a mighty oak tree. Storms will come, winds will blow. But your roots, your resilience, keep you grounded and help you weather the storm. How do we grow those roots? Let's stock up that toolkit. 1. Mindfulness, your anchor in the storm. This isn't some woo-woo concept. It's simple. Pay attention to the present moment. When you're overwhelmed, take 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Notice the sensations in your body. Acknowledge your thoughts without judgment. It's that easy. Do it. Right now. You will realize that it is easy. 2. Gratitude, a shield of positivity. Seriously, guys, gratitude changes everything. Get yourself a gratitude journal. Every day, list 3 things you're grateful for. Even on tough days, you can find something. Sunshine, a good cup of coffee, a kind word. Focus on abundance, not lack. 3. Self-compassion, your inner cheerleader. This is huge. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend. Messed up? Made a mistake? Don't beat yourself up. Acknowledge it, learn from it, and forgive yourself. Speak to yourself with love and encouragement. Would you tell your best friend they were worthless after failing? Absolutely not. So don't tell yourself that either. I know that you can do this. Now go unlock this toolkit and start building your own resilience. All right, champions. Get ready to ignite your inner fire, because we're diving deep into Chapter 12, The Compass of Values, Staying True to Yourself. Listen up. Change is a whirlwind, a crazy dance that can sweep you off your feet. It's easy to get lost in the chaos, to be swayed by the pressure, to forget what really matters. But guess what? You have a superpower, a built-in GPS called your values. Think of your values as the unwavering stars in your night sky. They are your core beliefs, the principles that define you. They are what drive you, what gives your life meaning, and what grounds you when the winds of change threaten to blow you off course. Imagine you're a sailor navigating a stormy sea. The waves are crashing, the wind is howling, and the visibility is near zero. Without a compass, you're lost. You're at the mercy of the storm. But with a compass, you have direction. You know where you're going, even in the darkest night. Your values are your compass. Want some examples? Maybe integrity is huge for you. That means doing the right thing, even when it's tough. Or maybe it's compassion. You're driven to help others, to make a difference in the world. Family? Creativity, honesty, whatever they are, know them, claim them. When change throws a curveball, ask yourself, does this action align with my values? If the answer is yes, forge ahead. If the answer is no, hold up, something's not right. You are moving in a direction that isn't authentic to you. Don't trade your integrity for short-term gains or fleeting comfort. Shortchange yourself to fit into new reality. This isn't about being rigid. It's about being real. It's about making choices that you can be proud of. It's about building a life of integrity, a life that resonates with your soul. Stay strong. Stay true. This is you we're talking about, and it's time to shine. All right, champions, buckle up because this is where the magic truly happens. We've navigated denial, faced the unknown, and even learned from others. Now it's time to plant seeds and watch your own potential blossom. Welcome to Chapter 13, The Garden of Growth, Cultivating New Skills. Think of your life as a magnificent garden. Left unattended, weeds of stagnation will choke the beautiful blooms of your potential. But with conscious effort, with deliberate nurturing, you can cultivate a vibrant, abundant space filled with amazing new skills and opportunities. The world is changing, faster than ever before. What worked yesterday might be obsolete tomorrow. So how do we stay ahead? By becoming lifelong learners. By embracing challenges as gifts, not burdens. Maybe you've always wanted to learn a new language, try coding, or even master the art of public speaking. Perhaps your job requires a new software proficiency. Whatever it is, don't shy away. Each new skill you acquire isn't just another bullet point on your resume. It's a new tool in your arsenal, a new brushstroke on your canvas of life. It opens doors you never even knew existed. Remember Maya? She didn't wait for the world to tell her what to do. She proactively sought out new knowledge, attended workshops, and practiced relentlessly. Look at her now, thriving in a landscape that left others behind. It's easy to say, I'm too old, or I don't have time, but those are just excuses. Start small. Dedicate even 15 minutes a day to learning something new. There are countless online resources, libraries bursting with knowledge, and mentors eager to share their expertise. The most important thing is to start. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is just feedback. It's a chance to learn and improve. Embrace the challenge. See every new skill as an adventure, an opportunity to push your boundaries and discover what you're truly capable of. So go out there, plant those seeds, and watch your garden of growth flourish. The world is waiting to see what amazing things you will cultivate. Now go and plant your seeds. All right, champions, buckle up because we're diving into a chapter that's all about power. Not just any power, but the power to inspire, to guide, to lead others through the turbulent waters of change. Get ready to witness Maya's mastery leading through change. Remember Maya, she wasn't born a superhero. She stumbled, she questioned, she felt the burn of discomfort just like you. But she embraced the unknown, learned to adapt, and now she's shining a light for others. See, mastering change isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. And when you thrive, you naturally inspire those around you. Maya understood this. As her own understanding deepened, she started noticing the struggles of her colleagues. Fear clouded their eyes, denial held them back, and the old ways felt safer, even when they weren't working anymore. Instead of judging them, Maya became a beacon. She didn't preach, she shared. She told her story, the stumbles, the doubts, the eventual triumph. She listened, truly listened, to their fears and anxieties, validating their feelings without letting them wallow. I get it, she'd say. It's scary, but staying still? That's scarier. Remember why we do what we do? Let's find the new how together. She became a resource, a mentor, a leader. She didn't have all the answers, but she had something even better. The courage to explore, the willingness to learn, and the genuine desire to help others. Maya organized workshops, not lecturing, but facilitating discussions. She shared resources she'd found helpful. Most importantly, she created a safe space for others to experiment, to fail, and to learn without judgment. She taught people to identify their own strengths and how those strengths could be used in new and unexpected ways. Her leadership wasn't about telling people what to do. It was about empowering them to figure it out for themselves. And guess what happened? They did. They innovated. They collaborated, and they surpassed everyone's expectations. Maya didn't just navigate change. She led a whole team to success. This, my friends, is the true power of mastering change. It allows you to illuminate the path for others, to unlock their potential, and to create a ripple effect of positivity and growth. You don't need a fancy title to be a leader. All you need is the courage to embrace change and the heart to help others do the same. So get out there, champions, and light the way. All right, champions, we've made it to the final chapter. Take a deep breath and let's lock in these vital lessons. We've journeyed with Leo and Maya, seen their struggles and witnessed their triumphs. And what can we learn? Simple. Change is constant. Don't fight it. Embrace it. It's not a monster under the bed, folks. It's the sun rising every morning, the seasons shifting, the flower blooming. It's life. Remember Leo, stuck in his comfortable rut. He resisted, he delayed, and what happened? He lost precious time. But Maya, our fearless friend, she leapt. She stumbled, sure, but she learned. She grew. That's the difference, my friends. You, right now, have a choice. Will you be a Leo, digging in your heels and complaining? Or will you be a Maya, ready to embrace the uncertainty and discover new horizons? I know you've got the fire within you to choose the latter. The path to greatness isn't paved with certainty, it's marked by adaptability. It's about understanding that your map of change isn't just ink on paper, it's your vision, your intuition, and your will to keep moving forward. And remember, your perception is everything. Reframe those problems as opportunities. See the challenge, not the roadblock. Building resilience isn't about becoming immune to change. It's about strengthening your ability to bounce back. Find your compass, your core values, and let them guide you through the storm. Nurture your skills like a garden. Water them with practice. Sunlight them with curiosity. Change is not something to be feared, but a partner to dance with throughout life. Keep the lessons of Leo and Maya close to your heart. Accept change. Adapt to it. Grow from it. And most importantly, remember that you have the power to navigate its currents and reach unbelievable destinations. Now go out there and make some magic happen. Your best chapter is still unwritten.